I don't want to do this anymore. It was 17 and a half years, 3 generations in. I think the streets have gotten enough of our blood, sweat, and tears.
And you hadn't got cracked at that point?
Mm-mm.
See, so you escaped the game, man.
I did indeed.
You escaped.
I'm what they call a statistical anomaly.
Yeah, and that's a tale that very few people get to tell. You know, anybody
Indeed.
that hustled at the level that you did, because it's not like you was out there just moving zones.
No, sir.
You know what I mean? You was,
no, sir.
doing
I
some
was a
big boy
major
shit.
menace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and I came from a very organized system. So we were very, very systematic in our destruction. Mm. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when I kind of fall into this whole journalism thing, it all comes quite naturally. And it's like everything that I did before had especially equipped me to be effective in doing that. So when I began writing this as my diary and just thinking about what I was going to do with the rest of my life, and the self-help books, of which I read every one that was created between 85 and 95, every self-help book there was, I read it. Right? And I don't just read it. I studied it. I got books of my own that I've written in a response to the information I was taking, because a lot of it said engage with the information. You know, meaning you read something, it impacts you. Now people highlight. Why do you highlight? You highlight because there's something about this particular sentence or statement that resonates with you. So instead of highlighting, write it. Write the phrase or the paragraph. I've written whole pages, several of them, because it resonated with me like that. And because I did that, and writing is a psychoneural, activity, muscular activity, writing it imprinted it on my subconscious. It became me. So it wasn't just something I knew, it became something I did, because I understood the connection between what's happening in here and what I'm doing in the world. Exactly.
Most people can't register like that, though. Most people don't learn and can't pick up that concept. It'd take you so long to even condition yourself to do that.
Well, the thing is, I became aware of that, right? And it became first my unconscious, then conscious drive and motivation to figure out a way to share, expose what I had become exposed to, which was that information was the only thing that was truly gangster. Knowledge is the only thing truly gangster. Everything else is bullshit. Everything else is bullshit, period. So I wanted to extend and expand the whole concept of gangsterism, since I knew they were so attracted to it, And that's why Don Diva read the way they read. I wrote stories or articles in Don Diva in 2000 about the chip and chip implantation and where the chip came from. What the chip, who created it, what they created it for, and what it was then used for after the creator created it.
I read that article. I actually read it. I remember. Right? Yeah, I remember reading that article.
Right. That kind of information never makes its way to those of us who will be most impacted by the lack of information. Right? So I knew there was 1,000, 1,000,000 other me's out there who just needed to have somebody who understood that information and understood them well enough that they could convey the information to them and they can understand its relevance in their life. That's all. That is my purpose. That is the reason I get up every day. It's the reason I open my mouth, because that is most important. Without that, there's nothing.
Here's the big problem to that.
Let's find solutions, James.
I'm trying to.
Let's find solutions.
And I'm going to give you one. The problem with that is a lot of people in the hood today can relate to the way you explain things. And certain things, he thinking like this, I don't understand what he's talking about. So they're not, let me turn from this, let me not this.
What do you mean? You mean because I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying? My nigga, like, check this shit out, but dude, like, on some real shit, you gotta think, son. When you going out there and doing this shit you doing, you gotta be like, yo, son, I'm gonna go up here and get this motherfucking bag, right? But I'm saying, like, when you go get that motherfucking bag, though, son, like, just understand something, like, my nigga, I'm only talking the way I'm talking because I like to express myself in that way. But I'm from that thing like that, for real though. Like, for real though. So I know who to say what to and how to say it to him to make sure I don't just talk to hear myself talk. I say what I'm saying. I want him to dig me.
I done woke him up. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
So I get it.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yeah. I mean, initially I didn't So it was a lot of things that I put out there that I thought would resonate with people. And this was the advantage to dogging myself like I did, writing all the articles and doing all the distribution and setting up all the retail locations and, just doing everything. You know what I'm saying? Like realistically, my partner, she handled, the stuff inside the office. The business I generated being out on the street, she was there to receive that and manage that. And she was competent and responsible and capable of doing that, which is why after our relationship, I would continue to have anything to do with her. Because she had a practical purpose, and not for nothing, that's one of the main tenets of gangsterism. If you're around me, you serve a purpose.
Exactly.
Right.
Period. You could be my girl, my whoever, but you gotta serve a purpose because I don't have time for people who don't serve a purpose.
Exactly.
I just don't have time for. I may love you and everything, but you will rarely see me. The purpose people, well, they're the ones who have my time and attention because I got one mission: get to the money.
Gangster Chronicles, we gon' tell you how it goes. If I lie, my nose will grow like Pinocchio. We gon' tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. Gangster Chronicles, this is not your average